I need to tell you something that might sting a little. You keep asking God to deliver you from situations you keep walking yourself into. You keep praying, God, get me out of this. And God keeps asking, why do you keep going back in? See, we talk a lot about what people do to us. We talk about the red flags we ignored. We talk about the toxic patterns we fell into. But what we don't talk about enough is the access we gave, the proximity we allowed, the intimacy we extended, the influence we handed over to people God never authorized. And today, I want to have an honest conversation about what happens when you enable access God never co-signed. Because here's the truth. Some of the heartbreak you're healing from, it wasn't just about what they did. It was about what you allowed. And until we get honest about that, we'll keep finding ourselves in the same situations with different people, asking God the same question. How did I get here again? So let's talk about it. When I say unauthorized access, I'm not just talking about physical intimacy, although that's part of it. I'm talking about every level of access you can give another. And there's layers to this. Emotional access. Now, this is when you let someone in right into your heart before they've proven they can be trusted with it. Now, you share your fears, your dreams, your insecurities, your past. You open up and let them see the parts of you that are most vulnerable. And they haven't earned that. Not yet. They haven't demonstrated consistency. They haven't shown you that they can handle what you're giving them. But you, me, well, we gave it anyway. Because, well, it felt good to be seen. Because you wanted connection. Because you hoped that maybe, just maybe, if you open up, they would meet you there. And I should say you open up first, they would meet you there. But that's not how access works. Access should be earned, not given, hoping it would be honored. Physical access. Now, this is the one we talk about most in church, but I want to go deeper than just don't have sex before marriage, because physical access starts way before the bedroom. It starts with how you allow someone to touch you, how you allow someone to be in your space, how you allow someone to just be comfortable with your body before there's a commitment. And let me tell you this, when you give physical access to someone who hasn't committed to you, you're giving them a preview of a life that they haven't even invested in. You're letting them, now hold off, experience the benefits without the covenant. And my dear sister, my dear brother, that's not what God designed. Spiritual access, now this one is sneaky. Spiritual access is when you let someone influence your faith journey, your relationship with God, your discernment, your convictions, when God never gave them that authority. Now, maybe they quote scripture. Maybe they seem spiritual. Maybe they pray with you, but their fruit doesn't match their words. And slowly, without even realizing it, we start to question what we heard from God because of what they're saying. Now you start compromising because they make compromise. They make it sound reasonable. You start second guessing your standards because what they call them, unrealistic. That's spiritual access. And you know what? It's dangerous. Because when someone has spiritual access to you, they can lead you away from the very voice that was trying to protect you. Relational access. Now, this is when you give someone boyfriend privileges without a commitment. Now, when you're doing the work of a wife or for someone who won't even call you a girlfriend. Now, when you're emotionally available, physically available, I should say physically present, you're always there, and they won't even define what you are. That's unauthorized access. They're getting the benefits without the investment, the comfort without the commitment, the support without the sacrifice. And you're left wondering why? Just why they won't step up when they already have everything they need without stepping up. Mental access. This one nobody talks about. Mental access is when someone takes up residence in your mind, rent-free. Just rent-free. When you can't stop thinking about them. You replay conversations. When you analyze texts. When their opinion shapes your mood, your decisions, your sense of self. That's mental access. And some people, they're living rent-free in your head, replaying conversations, rehearsing arguments, and running scenarios, get this, that haven't even happened yet. You gave them the key to your thought life, and now they're redecorating without your permission. That's not peace. That's occupation. Now let's go deeper with spiritual access. This one is the deepest. Because when you're spiritually connected to someone, you're not just sharing space. You're sharing covering. You're sharing warfare. You're sharing atmosphere. And some of us are praying against things that we've invited in. Fighting battles that we opened the door to. And wondering, why? Why are we spiritually exhausted? If they're not submitted to God, why are you yoked to them? Now, here's what I had to learn, and I had to learn it quick. Access is not automatic. Just because someone wants in doesn't mean they belong. Just because they knock doesn't mean you answer. God didn't give you peace just so you can hand it to someone who didn't earn it. Your heart, it's valuable. Your home is sacred. Your mind, it's a battleground. And your spirit, it belongs to God. So why are we handing out keys to people who haven't even passed the interview? So here's what I want you to take or walk away with today. Not everyone deserves access to you. And that's not being mean. That's being wise. God didn't design you to be an open door. He designed you to be a guarded gate. And the people who belong in your life, well, they'll understand why that gate exists. Now, if you want to go deeper with this, I have a devotional dropping very soon that walks you through this. Well, it's a journey. It's a journey of protecting your peace and honoring what God has entrusted to you. Now, the link will be in the description for early access. And if this message hit home, share it. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead, hit that button. I'm here every week with more relationship truths. You are worthy of being protected. And I'll see you in the next video.